Oh, it's you.
Don't be cross, darling. Father could see I was excited, so I told him about us, and that made it hard for me to get away. But listen, darling, he's not going to wait up for me tonight.
Look, Elaine, you run along home. I'll call you up tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yes. You know I always call you up every day or two.
But we're going to the theater tonight.
No, we're not.
Well, why not?
Elaine, something's come up.
But, darling, Mortimer, have you lost your job?
No, I haven't lost my job. Now, you go home and wait until I call you.
But I've got to know what's happened. Surely you can tell me.
No, I can't.
But if we're going to be married, then...
Married?
Have you forgotten that not 15 minutes ago you proposed to me?
I did? Oh, yes. Well, as far as I'm concerned, that's so long. Now, you run along home, Elaine.
But you cannot propose to me one minute and throw me out of the house the next.
I'm not throwing you out of the house. Now, will you get out of here?
No, I won't get out of here. Not until I've had some kind of explanation.
Elaine! Hello? Hold on a minute, Al. All right, it's important, but it can wait a minute. Hold on. Look, Elaine, I love you, and you're a sweet girl, but something very important's come up, and I want you to go home and wait until I call you.
Don't try to be masterful.
Look, darling, when we're married and I have problems to face, I hope you're less tedious and uninspired.
And when we're married, if we're married, I hope to find you adequate.
Elaine!
In this house.
What do you mean, what's going on at this house?
You were supposed to take me to dinner at the theater tonight. You called it off. You asked me to marry you. I said I would. And 5 minutes later, you threw me out of the house. Tonight, after your brother tries to strangle me, you want to chase me home. Now listen, Mr. Brewster. Before I go home, I want to know where I stand.
Elaine. I love you very much. In fact, I love you so much, I can't marry you.
Have you suddenly gone crazy?
I don't think so. It's only a matter of time, though. You see, insanity runs in my family. Practically gallops.
Now wait a minute. I've got to do better than that.
No, dear. If you really knew my family, well, it's what you'd expect. It's Strindberg or Hell's a Poppin'.
No, just because Teddy's a little...
No, it goes way back. Back to the first Brewster. The one that came over the Mayflower. You know, in those days, the Indians used to scalp the settlers. He used to scalp the Indians.
Mortimer, that's ancient history.
Take my grandfather. He used to trap his patent medicines on dead people just to make sure he wouldn't kill them.
He wasn't so crazy. He made $1 million.
And then there's Jonathan. You just said he was a maniac. He tried to kill you.
Yes, but he's your brother, not you. I'm in love with you.
And then there's Teddy. You know Teddy. He thinks he was Roosevelt. No, dear, I realize now that no Brewster should marry. If I had met my father in time, I would have stopped him.
Now, all this doesn't prove you're crazy. Look at your aunts. They're Brewsters, aren't they? And they're the sweetest, sanest people I've ever known.
Well, even they have their peculiarities.
Yes, but what lovely peculiarities. Kindness, generosity, sympathy.
There's another one.
Plenty of other ones. You can't tell me one thing about your aunts.
No, dear, I'm not. Now, you run along home. Something's just come up.
Up from where? We're here alone together.
I know I'm acting irrationally, but just put it down to the fact that I'm a mad rooster.
If you think you're going to get out of this by pretending you're insane, you're crazy. Maybe you're not going to marry me, but I'm going to marry you. I'm in love with you, Joe.
Well, if you love me, will you get the hell out of here?
At least take me home, won't you? I'm afraid.
A little walk through the cemetery?
Remember, you can say goodnight.
Of course, dear. Good night. I'll call you tomorrow.
You pretty...